took full responsibility of a program that I was given. And guess what? That program we leveraged to show you all the videos that most of the videos y'all saw in the beginning, they came from Michigan State University. They came from the campus. They came from their equipment. I own that, meaning I took full responsibility. So a lot of y'all are not successful because you worship the rewards, and the rewards take you away from actually the responsibility.
This episode of the Secrets to Success podcast is brought to you by none other than Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, the green juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day, without you having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then that cleanup afterwards. You don't have to do any of that. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, turmeric, just to name a few? And because you listen to the Secrets to Success podcast, you get to save 20% on your entire order. So go right now to www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI/success. And get you and your family something that really makes a difference in your health.
You ready? All right.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
I got Dr. King in the building. Dr. King, what's happening?
Man, let's get it, bruh. What's up?
Douglas, are you with us?
I'm so with y'all, man. Dwayne Pickett is in Huntsville, Alabama. He like,
Okay.
Can I connect with Lee? I just connected him with Lee. He said, I'll be down there for work for a minute, and I need some friends. I said, Lee got you.
Oh, you about to get a sweet cut, too.
Oh, yeah.
talking about sweet.
Dwayne, definitely. He going to be looking good down there.
I wanted to ask y'all, is it rude? We went to Hibachi last night. Is it rude if you tell my man, like, we don't need the whole show, we really just want to eat hibachi? Like, I'm with my bride, you know what I'm saying? Like,
We've done this before.
this is like, you know, a little glass of wine, you just hanging. You know, I'm not trying to catch the shrimp.
Nah.
Like, I just wondered, though, can you say that?
Yeah, you
Because
can.
I shut my man down.
Yeah.
And if I felt like a little, so I just didn't know, I wanted to get that out the way.
No. Did you tip him or you just asked
Oh,
him?
no, I tipped him.
Right,
Like,
so
you
then,
did that.
yeah,
no, I
just you at the table.
That's
No,
what I was
it was
Carl.
just our people.
Because what if you got other
Yeah.
people, they want the
Oh,
show,
no.
and you
Right.
just, because
Okay,
you,
I thought about that too. And in that
no,
case,
you don't see anything about that.
Right, no, but
Not that
right.
he didn't think about it, but not.
Okay.
He don't care.
That ain't
He
no
don't care.
impact.
No,
on
no,
his
no,
decision.
not really.
I promise you.
I'll pay them to not have the show.
Right.
But look, no, I'm saying, and I'm not mad because we kept having conversation, right? Like we was, you know, it was one of them vibes,
Yeah.
and it's like you looking at my man like he like you like I don't really want to see the choo-choo train with the smoke and the onions like or the heartbeat rice. I got you, it's sweet.
Yeah.
And when my kids is here, we all to the good.
go.
But when you just by yourself or you with your, you know, on a
I
nice
just
little
want vegetable fried rice.
I just want some vegetable. I just really like the rice. And it was like, I told my man, I was like, hey, bro, I was like, just,
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah.
and he was like, I could tell he was a little hurt. So I didn't know is that fair. If I said, you just let him do his thing. Because you know how you don't want to be rude. Like, because when he finished a trick, it was awkward. Because he was like, he had the heart and the rice, and everybody was just talking. I was like, he was like, yo.
you know what, though? I don't mind all those tricks. The only one I tell my man don't even attempt is when he get the little squirt bottle and then want to try to shoot it in your mouth.
nah.
Shoot it in your
I've
mouth.
never been
But you
there
catch
before.
shrimp with your mouth, though?
No.
I've never been there before, but I didn't.
Nah,
get
kids
to
do
a
french
mouth
fries.
Okay, you never caught a shrimp in your mouth from the
No,
hibachi man.
the french fries.
You caught a french fry in your mouth?
No, the kids did.
A french fry?
Yeah, they do. Kids, french fries.
They throw them?
Yeah, they shoot the french fry.
I've never been to the restaurant,
Okay.
so I've
You
never
never been to
seen
Hibachi?
it. Never.
I've been there like twice.
What?
I've never been there before.
Fam. Are you serious?
I'm positive.
I thought you used to go with Chuck and them back in the
Chuck
day.
them used to go with Chuck them.
Yukai?
I didn't
Yukai,
go.
fire.
Yukai, right.
Yeah.
Fire.
Same concept. You never been there?
I've been not there. I've been we were in Quest wedding. Where were we?
Mexico.
Punta Cana? Yeah.
No, Mexico. Oh,
No,
his wedding.
His wedding.
The original, yeah.
The original one.
Oh, yeah.
Dominican.
They
yeah.
had one of those when we were there.
Yeah.
I remember. But I don't remember it being sweet, like throwing stuff in your mouth and doing all that. They just cooked in front of you. But it wasn't no show.
No, they do
just
like
cooked
shrimp,
in
and they're
front of
like,
you.
okay, open your
Hibachi
mouth,
is show.
boom.
Oh, no, they didn't do that at the spot. Yeah, so no, I haven't had the privilege of having
but it's like a whole show, but
Yeah,
you kind of feel
I
bad if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, but
now when the kids there, they
yeah.
like do the big fire and all of that. They you know.
Yeah, just in my mouth throwing stuff. I'm cocking
not
with my
right, I'm
mouth.
not good.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'm grown, bro.
I'm good.
Did you catch a shrimp, see? Because you asked
no,
us.
I let it go right over my head. I was like this.
Yeah, but I do think
might
it's
have caught one
foul
back in the day.
when one person
Well, I just
is
having a good
not
time, you know what I mean?
concerned with everybody else and wants to shut everything
Is that not
down
manly if you catch a
because
shrimp in your mouth from another grown
I
man?
don't
It
know.
just seemed weird.
I
What
don't
about
know.
that? What's that one I've been seeing on social media too? The steak guy, the one to be doing the there, and then he always cuts the little piece of meat. Then
And
be trying
yeah.
to feed it to you.
He
So-
did
so-
put it in my man wife mouth. He took the fork and he just.
Well, I don't know if there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, bruh. You let another man feed your wife meat?
First of all, I've never been to a restaurant where they do that kind of stuff. So this is all new to me. And
And then my man is like,
Well, he defends.
he got the sunglasses on, got the ponytail. You know what I'm saying? My man a little bit too extra.
but we
with
all
it.
know who he is, though.
But he too extra.
Yo,
He kind of like up in
Okay,
your
and I'm
mouth.
just
And he-
saying, I do apologize.
Oh.
I do apologize for not seeing it that offensively. I just have never had anybody serve either one of us anything. Yeah, so I don't know, but yeah, wow.
It's
I'll
a
have
new
to go and
video
check
out
it
there of a brother
Is the
like.
food worth it though? Is it that deep?
Oh, it's
The
expensive.
food?
Yeah, he got
Here
cold
too
steak.
is good. No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
it's good.
where y'all went.
No, hibachi.
It's good?
Yeah, UK, yeah, fine.
Okay.
I mean, Benihana's is like, you know.
Never been to Benihana's. Heard a lot about the rappers be talking about. Detroit is a big thing. Everybody in Detroit talk about going to Benihana. Everybody.
Oh yeah, no,
But I've
it
never been.
ain't like that. But it's good. Like
Yeah.
hibachi is, steak, shrimp, fried rice,
Okay.
chicken, whatever you into.
Okay.
What we got
All
now?
right.
Hold on
We
now.
good. All right.
We got
Let's
security.
go. Yeah.
Security. So yeah, we do got. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good. But okay. Yeah, we got guests.
Okay.
Shout out to the guests. Man, how's everybody feeling, man? Well, let's catch up.
top of the
Everybody
world,
good?
man.
Hot. Michigan is humid. I'm sorry. It's hot too, but it's more humid than I ever remember. It's like Atlanta humid, so it's throwing me off a little bit. But yeah, I'm blessed.
You've been gone too long. Anytime
Yeah.
Michigan is warm, I don't care. Anything
Yeah.
above 60, I'm all right.
We ain't doing no complaining.
I ain't doing no complaining.
Yeah, it was
Mar?
good.
Nah, living life, bro. Loving it. Left side, bro.
Oh, left side.
Left side.
That left
Like,
side.
seriously, bro.
Nice.
Hey, going through these
Somebody was tripping on Sia last week. They was like, they knew about the Tesla, and they was just like, you living on the left side, and they was like, that's too much.
Yeah, they were.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
too much. I would never spend that
Yeah.
kind of money on a car. It was just too much. But you know what I
Yeah,
love?
yeah.
They said it was too much, but I promise they didn't have like an attitude, or they weren't like, they didn't have a negative energy. It was just like, how much? They was like, oh yeah, no, I would never pay that much.
And he gonna throw me in the bus. I'm like, yeah, usually I take my money and give it to charity.
No, he started talking about how much money he made.
I ain't start talking about how much money I made.
But he was just saying it wasn't nothing. He
No,
was just
I didn't
saying,
say it wasn't nothing. I
yeah,
was just
the way
like,
we
Right,
responded back
right.
to it was like, oh, so then you would, like, he said something to us, like, kind of like,
I said it's a write-off.
yeah, so I was just
I
like,
said it's
It is
a
a
write-off.
write-off.
It's a company
no,
car. It's a
because,
write-off.
no, because he started talking about our company or whatever, and so I had to start making it like,
No, he was like, no,
yeah.
I get
Okay.
my, I said, you
No,
ever,
more, he
he gonna
was
say,
like,
you ever heard of Michigan State? Yeah, I put a lot of kids through Michigan State.
oh, I never said that. Have you ever heard of Michigan
You did
State?
say that.
Reese over
Nah,
there.
have you heard of Michigan State? I told her we put kids through state or whatever. But he was saying it like our company is on there, Eric Thomas and Associates. He talking in a way where
That
he
ain't
about
my
to.
car.
Yeah, he's saying it though in a way where we're about to be associated with them
Oh,
other
yeah.
people and the money they spend in the car. So I had to bring her back like. No,
We do a lot
because
of
she
good.
saw
We
Eric
do-
Thomas
yeah,
and
yeah, we do a
Associates.
lot of good.
I was like, no, we put kids through cars. We that.
Yeah,
We're like,
okay.
it ain't like that, bro.
And drive Escalades.
He said that too. and he like, so no, that's what he said. She was like, 110,000. He's like, 100. I pay more for that than my Escalade. So that's what he said to her face.
pushing
And
it
it's
up.
like,
So he
bruh,
big time, right? He big time, big time now.
He not
And
say-
we not
he-
like
he
that.
spun
Bro, it's
the
a
story.
recession.
He
We
just
not
spun the
like
story.
that.
Now,
No,
you-
that's
It's a
what he-
recession.
so I was big timing her?
No, I didn't say you was big
Never.
time, but you said
That's not even my
you had an
swagger.
Escalade.
I was talking to you, and when the taxes came through, I said the taxes was more on the Escalade
but-
talking to you.
No, but she's hearing that we got this, we got that, and I'm like, okay. Then he gonna say, look him up. He's like, go look him up, and you'll see how big time he is.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's when I started messing with E. I was like,
Right,
oh, he the
come
celebrity
on.
here. Look,
I was like-
she was like, oh, this is a lot. She was like, I don't care how much money I had, I would never
Yeah, 'cause
spend
he was
it.
like,
and
yeah.
I was like, this guy's famous,
Yeah.
so he had, and I was like, go look him up, Google.
boy.
But he trying to make it seem I'm just up there.
See, I hear
the
No, he
sense of-
wasn't. But
No.
for her, she
Yeah,
was like,
we was just having. It's no different than if we in the Uber or black car and we having a conversation about business or something. Is like you're not trying to flex on nobody. You having a
you
conversation.
not. We weren't
So-
definitely trying to flex.
Oh, never.
But she
Never.
definitely
She hearing
She
it.
was
hearing it and spoke about.
Oh,
it.
she was the
wasn't
one going
quiet.
crazy. Yeah.
She was the one going.
Oh, she
no,
was
I wouldn't.
engaging.
Yeah, so,
and I was like, and
yeah.
the taxes was high, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, the taxes was higher on the truck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
I'm trying to take us to
Bring us back.
take us back to like, yo, no, we out here changing the world. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey,
yeah.
but what I tell people, man, and this is something that
It's
I've
crazy,
learned.
though.
Because again, we talked about this a lot. The mindset that you have for you, that's a lot of
Absolutely.
money. And
Yeah.
it is a lot of money,
Yeah.
right? Let's put that in quotes. But
Says
man,
who?
It's relative.
but no, I'm just saying, let me finish. What do
For
you
the lady,
value?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you value? Because I'm just saying, you spending money that could be a lot of money on, I don't know what it
Whatever.
is, on something. We each got something that we willing to.
I tried though. I told you, it drive by itself, don't you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I tried.
It's like, you drive by yourself though. And she was like, no.
Still.
And she was
I
like,
would
yeah,
never.
no. She
And I
was
was
like,
like, I
was like,
should have asked her if you won the lottery, would you?
I think, listen,
Yeah.
okay, let's just be honest, right?
Yeah.
As you go up in life, your lifestyle increases.
Yeah.
It's what I'm
Period.
saying. It's facts.
It's no way,
Yeah.
whatever car she drive, if you give her $250,000 extra dollars a year, her car is gonna change. Now, the key is to make sure, we go back to leverage, you don't over leverage yourself
Right.
and hurt yourself. So, again, not to be disrespectful, because it ain't my money, it's the company money, right? I ain't got that kind of bread. I'm 2-bedroom shack still.
So now he didn't give her that energy.
No, bro.
He should have told her that.
No,
He
no,
should've
yeah, I
said
did
that.
say that. I
She
forgot to tell
lucky
her
I
about
wouldn't
the
have got
one
that.
bedroom shack. Oh, Maul would have been in there. She'd have had a heart attack.
Oh, bro, I would have put on a
Maul
whole
would've-
keynote.
Maul would
I would have been
have.
like, according to your faith,
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
be it unto you. So according to what you believe,
Right.
it's possible.
It's going-
so
it's
the
what
reason
you
why
believe.
you will
I'm saying.
never have a car like this is because you already said it with your mouth that you won't never have a car like this.
Maul would have been like, what kind of car do you drive? Okay, you drive that. You driving that is more absurd than me driving this
Oh,
Escalade.
no question.
Hey,
Just dollar for dollar.
Watch it. I was gonna say, what percentage of your
Oh,
income
that-
is your
and that's
car?
what I'm saying.
Because I'm saying now we can talk equal. You know what I'm saying? It's not equal cost, but what percentage
But
of
he
it?
might be the only person, and he losing it now too. 'Cause
Oh,
he got
yeah,
too
I
many
think he gone.
houses.
I think
you know
he
what I'm
gone.
saying?
Oh,
But no,
Maul-
no,
Maul-
he gone.
Maul
No,
has actually
no,
told me I'm
houses in
doing
it.
better with houses than I did with my money just sitting
'Cause
in the
just
bank.
think
No, you
about it.
are, but I'm saying
Yeah.
it just looked more
Because
absurd.
even when we was at his
From the
house,
outside
no,
out, you
Okay,
got-
from the
I'm
outside.
about to-
Maul
even
helped
though
me out.
from the outside it don't even look absurd, because what looks absurd is him putting that money in the bank and that money just sitting there in the bank, and the
thank you,
bank
Maul.
taking his money and
Well, to
loaning
be
it out. Hold on,
honest,
let
if
me
you look
finish.
at the Teslas, they holding their value pretty well
the
too.
bank
Oh, you
is
should've
loaning
told
out
her
his
that.
And
money.
the Escalade.
So now he get a chance to actually enjoy his money
Right.
without spending his money.
Right.
We just walked inside your money.
Yeah, we
today.
did. We walked
My family
inside.
about to come in and sleep inside
your
your money. We gonna
You
eat
about to-
and cook inside
And
your
you
money.
about to go downstairs and work out.
in your money.
Yeah, I love it.
Can
No,
you do
he-
that in
he-
your
he's
Tesla?
spending a little bit.
Can you do that in your Tesla?
Look, what's
It does
that?
do a lot.
Hey, let's not talk about what he can do in
Somebody
his
Yeah,
offered
right,
me
right,
like
right.
40,000 more than I paid for my
No, for
Escalade.
real,
Like,
for
I'll
sure.
take it right now.
Yeah.
I'll give you 40 above what you
Absolutely.
paid for.
Nobody, somebody said that same thing.
So
But it sucks because you can't go get another one because of the chip. And
Well,
that's
you
slow.
can.
You're gonna have to wait 2 years.
He can. He got a hookup.
Oh yeah, not that kind. Not for the one I want.
Okay, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I might be able to get the, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you can get the blowout. But no, it is like most people, as you go up financially, who's gonna keep the exact same lifestyle? You're gonna take better trips. You're gonna go, like if you used to going just up north and hitting the lake for a couple days, you know
You'll
what I
go
mean?
longer.
You'll go
Bigger
longer.
boat, maybe.
Bigger
The
boat.
ski things.
Yeah, you got the jet skis. You know what I'm
Groceries,
saying? Right,
yeah.
I'm saying whatever it is to you. So like I told my mom, like one of my friends got a lot of cars, and she was like, he don't need all them cars, and I was like, you right, he doesn't, but he likes cars.
Yeah, you don't need all them. We don't need all them TVs. In our
You don't
house.
need them.
But
yes,
the
you
luxury
got
of being able to
Yes,
go
you
in each
do.
room.
Are you
Yeah,
agree?
no,
I'm saying, are you agree with
No,
that?
I'm saying. I'm saying this person To them, this is not much. It look absurd to you because it looked like he's spending a lot of money. And to you, he is. But to him, he's not. That's not a lot of, like, believe it or not, you buying a van or a Traverse or whatever it is the exact equivalent to him buying
Bro, I got
6 cars.
I got a friend of mine on the police department. I ain't gonna say his name, but I'll never forget, man.
Shout out to Al.
My house. I ain't gonna say no name. Hey, he might know, but
Hey, Al, what's up?
bro, I remember we got our house, right? Bro, 20,000 square feet. My man was like, bro, I wouldn't even want all of this. I don't need all this. I don't need all this. But for some reason, this joker always calling my phone, talking about some, hey man, my kids want to come over to the crib. And
Take a swim.
for some reason, though, his wife want to come on the deck and chill, on the rooftop deck, want to go up to the club. But yet, he always talking about
Tell your wife, get her on deck.
I don't need all this.
Get off my deck.
I don't need all of this.
Get
But
off
yet,
my deck.
He enjoying all of this.
Y'all gonna do this?
And so, you know what I'm saying? It's just all, bro. But then I told him, like, my man, he got,
Okay,
he got
cut
to
that out.
he got like a 2,000 square foot house.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, somebody else might look at your house and say, bro, this is too much.
Too much.
Can we title the podcast, Get Off My Deck?
It's all about,
too
man,
much?
the level you on, bro.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. No, and I agree with that. But I will say her energy was straight, good energy. Like she wasn't on no bad energy. But I also thought like that energy is sometimes why people who could be beyond that never get beyond that because you're saying I would never. And I think sometimes we do that because it makes us feel better. Like we don't have to look at ourselves in the mirror and go, I could be more. I could potentially do better. It's like you're a 40-year-old looking at the 20-year-old like, yo, you killed us. You know what I'm saying? Like you set us up for failure. Like you didn't really help us. So I did. That was the only thing when I walked out, I was like, man, E, you do need to address that. Just to comment people when you're speaking and just say, hey, do me a favor. Stop saying whatever. You feel me? Like, stop saying that. Stop saying you wouldn't or you wouldn't. You don't know what you would do. That's why I even said when I came in, C was saying like, yo, E, I can't. And I was like, okay, maybe you can't. I don't know. But let's talk it through. And then we end up like, all right, this is how we're going to do it. But I was like, I'm just learning we have to be careful when we say, I can't. Like, okay, is it that you can't or you just don't prefer? Like, could you really, if you really try, and if you try and you can't, you can't.
I felt the same way about moving the cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you were saying we can't get that look from there.
No.
Why you be bringing up old stuff?
No, I'm just saying, he gonna put mine, I'm gonna put his.
No. I'm not saying that. I wasn't saying we couldn't do it.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Several times.
That's
Carl,
not what I was
you're the
saying.
judge.
He said
That might have been what you heard.
You said we can't get this angle.
No, I didn't say that. No, what I was saying was in terms of our face and being able to get this. But I was saying if we could do that, let's do it. But let's not compromise it if we got to go side. So when Carl and Jamie was like, oh, we can get what C wants, I was like, let's go for it.
And I told you we could get it. You shut it down early.
No, you got confused. I was shutting down.
No confusion.
No.
I fully understood what you were saying.
You were, but like we actually got what C wanted, but we still had to make some adjustments.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I was saying to sit exactly like he was saying sit. I was like, that's not possible. We can't do that and get the angles. But we were able to get the essence of what he wanted, but we just had to move the chairs a little bit so we could whatever. So I wasn't saying we couldn't, but I was saying, yo, we can't show our side faces because that's not going to give our audience what they were looking for. But again, to C's point, it was we going to go, and then we got what we wanted. There are people who are just quitting and stopping because it's like, yo, I can't do that. I can't make that happen, or it can't happen. And so my thing is, if you would fight or try to fight, you know what I'm saying, or try to say, no, we can, okay, let's try to make this thing happen. To C's point, we got everything that we needed to get to make this happen. And I just looked at her like, yo, you're not even trying. Like, you're just giving up, you're just quitting, you're not even making an attempt. And there's a lot of y'all that's watching, your life is where it is because you have believed that it's not possible or you can't do it.
Right. But
or
I think, no. And that's true. And then you have to be honest with what you want. And that's one of the things, honestly, that I love about Maul. Like, Maul makes no apologies for balling out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Like, this is the life you want to live. And a lot of people, we do play small on purpose.
We do.
Oh, I would never drive something like that. Even if I had it, I wouldn't wear that.
Yeah.
Even if I, and it's crazy because you try to look at people and like, a lot of times, like, I know y'all seen that meme that was like, look at how Bill Gates dressed. My man, and then this man got a Gucci belt on and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, even be careful with that. Bill Gates got a mega yacht for sure somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, during COVID, my man was probably in a hotel in the middle of the ocean.
He just don't choose to do.
I'm just
You don't do it this
I'm
way.
saying,
That way,
but he, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, like, very few people are going to just be minimalist or like, I'm just really going to have that kind of bread and do it. And again, if they do, that's their choice.
Yeah.
Now, again, the only problem really lies when you overextend to try to make it look like you are, and now you hurting because of it, right? And that's a problem in our community.
But it
not
seems like that's
actually
like
wanting
more
something.
than that's
that's
what
way
people
more.
do.
Yeah,
that's what people do. They overextend themselves,
Right.
trying to look like you have. And I think that's where the problem comes in. That it ain't really having.
So we either overextend trying to look, or we play small,
play
acting
small.
like we
But
don't
to
want
me,
it.
both of them are the same in terms of you don't allow your greatness to activate, because one of them you being fake and you not pouring into your greatness. The other one is you were playing small and you not activating your greatness. So to me, both of them to me is like, yo, if you would just be your authentic self, you have a much better chance of being successful. And so for me, my biggest challenge with humans is like, yo, you're not even giving yourself a chance. Like, you're literally saying, and I told Carl this about, some of the moves that I started making was, yo, I actually want to buy Didi this or purchase this or do this, because when I don't, it allows me to be lazy. Like, yo, it allows me not to do nothing. Like, I don't got to do nothing. So to like keep my lifestyle where it is, I don't got to do nothing. To buy Didi a home in California, I got to tap into more of my greatness. So really the person who like, well, I ain't going to buy this and I ain't going to buy that, it's not about buying nothing. It's about you playing your greatness.
Yeah.
Like, you not even like, it don't take nothing to live the way you've been living for the last 10 years, but you would have to push yourself in order to do more and have more. So I actually like goals of, okay, buy, Didi this or that. Because if I got to buy her a Bentley, then I got to ask myself the question, what is it that you'd have to do to be able to do that? You feel me? Like, now I got to ask myself, okay, what more do you have to do to be able to accomplish that? So it's like, oh, okay, well, instead of asking for 50, let me ask for 100. You feel me? So I asked for 100 and they gave me 100. Okay, well, if y'all gave me 100, now I'm about to try to get 200. You feel what I'm saying? So if the car costs 300 or 400, 2 gigs will get me that. So then what would I have to do to make somebody want to pay me 200? You feel me? Like, what would I have to do for a corporation? Because I know corporations paying people hundreds of thousands of dollars to do work. So what would I have to do? Is it just not motivate? Is it consult? Is it to show you economically how I can move the needle and take you from $4 million to helping y'all make $40 million? Would you give me more? So I'm saying, I believe what the lady told me today was a cop-out to her greatness. It's a cop-out. It's, go
no, my
for
man,
it.
I was going to say, and I think I said this on here before, but I'll say it again.
Don't matter. We talk so much that
Facts.
don't nobody remember.
So,
I don't remember.
So on the ground crew call, we talked about this. KTW, like, most people set goals, and again, we dealing with feelings, right? How it makes you feel. So most people set goals based on the K, what you know you can get. So I make $40,000 a year. I know I could take these 2 weeks and I could afford this vacation. That's the average person, because it's safe. I'm good. Like, I'm knocking it out the park. I feel like I'm doing something. You got another group that's like, man, I think. That's the T. Like, the T is like, yo, I think that I want to do this. I'm going to work an extra shift. I'm going to do something. So that's the group we're talking about. We go a little further. And then for real, we get more, the people that go after what they want.
Absolutely.
And that's what you always talk about, the full experience of life. And again, I'm spending time really breaking it down, understanding, like, yo, I understand that you want the safety. And just talking to me. I understand it. But at the same time, you're settling, and there's so much more in. I'm just saying, God put so much in all of us. He put us here for a very specific reason. And until we tap into that thing, like, it's real. Like, you're not going to get past that. So what I'm understanding, C had a conversation with me. I'm speaking Carl now. All of y'all had the conversation with me. It's
I
like,
cussed
dude.
you out.
Yeah, no,
We ain't had no
I'm sorry.
conversation.
You're right. He
I
cussed
cussed
me
you
out.
out.
Ian and I had a conversation.
And I built you up.
Right, Maul built me up.
I built
Ian and I
you
have a
up.
conversation.
Oh, yeah, no.
Trinity.
Hey,
I woke up in the morning and God was like, go get Carl and cuss him out. I was like, okay, let
God.
me come. I took you straight to Sophia's. And
it was just the beat down.
And then I
Like,
woke up
for
and
real.
God told me, say, go get Carl some
Oh,
inspiration.
well, hey, there you
praise-
go.
hey, praise God,
Everybody,
I'm telling you.
And I live
being
next
obedient.
door, so I'm like, let me just go talk to Carl.
Everybody being obedient.
Hey, but the point of the matter is, and to what E is saying, like, yo, until you put yourself in an uncomfortable position, until you stretch yourself, you're not gonna know what you're capable of. When you're looking to improve, look for the improvements that build on themselves. Like hiring for your business. You get better at hiring, you hire great people faster, your business grows, and you get to keep on hiring. So how do you get better at hiring? You need Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. Instead of spending hours on multiple job sites searching for candidates with the right skills, Indeed's a powerful hiring partner that can help you do it all. Find great talent faster through time-saving tools like Indeed Instant Match, assessments, and virtual interviews. With Instant Match, over 80% of employers get quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description the moment they sponsor a job, according to Indeed Data US. So here's the thing for me that makes Indeed stand out above any other hiring platform. Indeed helps star applicants to shine with over 135 assessment tests from cooking to coding and everything in between. Indeed assessments help take the stress out of the interview process. Your candidates get to prove themselves before the interview, and you can just dive into the deeper stuff, talking about what's important to you in that interview. With Indeed assessments, you can select for the skills that matter to you the most. Add from a selection of over 100 hard and soft skills tests to your job post and hone in on the candidates with the right skills faster. Indeed assessments can even give you a window into how your candidates will be on the job. On average, applicants who scored highly proficient or higher on the reliability assessment were nearly 8 times more likely to consistently attend work, according to US Indeed data. Join more than 3 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. And right now, Indeed is doing something no other job site has done. Now with Indeed, businesses only pay for quality applications that match the sponsored job description. So visit Indeed.com/success to start hiring now. Again, Indeed.com/success. Indeed.com/success. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
And you know what, Carl? I'm going to be real, and I'm not saying that you don't have to push yourself, but I'm saying I think it's the opposite. I don't think it's us pushing ourselves. I think it's us stop letting people push us down. You feel me? Because when I was talking to homegirl, I was like, yo, I feel what you're saying. But you saying some Michigan stuff.
But you felt the need to acquiesce, then like, oh yeah, but we do charity and stuff. Like,
yeah,
you made it
but
feel
then
like.
but then I went with her and I was talking about, I did go here. I went, yo, I got a crib in California. And I was telling her like, yo, I feel you. Because when I'm in Cali, they live different, I told her.
Yeah.
I said, I feel you. So it's on some Michigan stuff. So I was like, yo, when I'm in Michigan, 1,000%. Like, we act a certain way. But I was like, in Cali, they spend bread. Like, they don't got no problems over there. Just really trying to get her to see, yo, you on some Michigan stuff. Like, the way we were born and raised in Michigan is we got a working class mindset. So you actually are not, it's funny, Carl, because you like, yo, you push yourself. No, you're pushing yourself out of your culture or out of the norm. And you're finally saying, yo, I'm not going to be obedient no more to the
this
culture.
system, right.
This is a culture that's telling me, my mom might be saying this. Why? Because she worked, whatever. The people in my neighborhood, like I'm in work, bro, it's working class people in my neighborhood. I love them. They're great people. So from a character standpoint, that's why I ain't moved, because I love the life, the mindset. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, I'm not going to let Michigan tell me because you live in this neighborhood, whatever. Now, this is why I say this, Carl. Bruh, I wasn't even going to bring this up. Like, I didn't even remember until you just said what you said. Bruh, it's so deep, though, that we're adults and we get pushed and we settle and we feel whatever. Bruh, Erica came to me because, I read for their program the other day, right? And so Mace was there and in Aubrey. This is our next door neighbors.
You read for what?
I read for the literacy camp. So I actually read Trey's book.
Oh, did you?
My Secret Superpower. Yeah, I read Trey's book to him.
Available at etinspired.com.
Yeah, I did. I told Trey too. I saw Trey yesterday. I told him he was geek. Yeah, and I took a video of it so he could
You
see
should have had
it.
him go up there with you.
I asked her. She said they were there,
Yeah, they been here the whole time.
but she said they were at the camp. And I was like, "Why? Where is it?" She's like, "Yo, C got him in a different camp this week."
Oh, okay,
I was like,
gotcha.
"Shoot," because I was gonna come get him
Yeah,
and have him read with me.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
Yeah, and so she said, again, adults are the ones that's not living to their potential. She said, Lil Mace came. Mace is what, 5'6"?
Now he is
He,
8.
oh,
now.
no, oh, Lord, I ain't. He been
Right
5 to
between
me.
Jordan
Once you
and
turn
Yeah,
50,
yeah.
all kids under 17.
They
Like,
all-
what is he, 2 or 3?
5 years old, he's 3.
What is he, 1?
2 years
You
old.
don't know.
So he said, he told his mom, he asked his mom, and Erica came to me this morning. She's like, yeah, Mace had a great time. He asked me, yo, does E make more money as a speaker or as an author now? I was like, yo, E, tell him to give me a few months and I'll tell him. I don't know right now. The book ain't, you know what I'm saying? The book ain't been, it ain't hit the streets yet. And so, but I was like, yo, here's a kid who not in the, he don't got the Michigan, you supposed to working class, blue collar, helmet, hard toe shoes.
He not stuck
to
in
go
the
work.
matrix.
He don't know yet.
ain't in the matrix.
He's not in the matrix yet.
Yeah.
So he don't know you supposed to whatever. And again, this is Michigan. This is how I grew up. So I'm not tripping on whatever. I'm just saying I don't necessarily have to be just stuck in one. I can have a house next door.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was growing up, bro, you would never think about owning a house. Like, bro, that's not
Next
even
door
something.
to your
Like, you
house.
wouldn't even
But,
think
but,
it.
but like you said, and to your point earlier, and I was teasing when I talked, he got all these houses, but to your point, she would have heard that thing and been like, you have how many houses? That's such a waste. You don't even need that many houses, not knowing.
Mall coming and stay there.
Not knowing that it's appreciating your
right.
money.
Right, absolutely.
And that's your money, but see
I'm saying
somebody
she
like
would have said you put that in the bank and you be concerned.
save
Yo,
it.
it's an asset.
Yeah.
That doesn't even that wouldn't even cross our mind.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying for those of you who are listening, what have you accepted as truth and now you living out somebody else's truth and we never get to the want because you think your wants ain't even your wants.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
that's
not.
a fact.
I'm just saying,
It's
your
not.
wants
It's a
aren't
fact.
even your
No, it's
wants.
not.
So to CJ's point, the reason why I don't have a bunch of whips is because
You don't want 'em.
I don't want
You
cars.
really don't want them.
I don't want them. Even with the car I'm getting, here's what I told Didi. I said, yo, Didi, because Didi was like, I was
You told her you
tripping
was
on
getting
it. Yeah, so Didi was like, I was on the podcast. CJ, like, I was just on there clowning. I didn't, whatever. And I was like, no. You got to get a new car with the new car smell. And she was like, nah, whatever. I can go get the Lincoln. Like, I ain't tripping the little Lincoln, whatever it is. Like, I ain't really tripping. And I said to Didi, like, yo, you could. You 1,000%, you could. I said, but what God told me was your car should reflect who you are. Like he told me.
Oh yeah,
Let me add something else on that. No. Let me add one more, E. No.
I need a Rolls Royce. I need the stars in the
Watch
ceiling.
this, E. I'm gonna finish it for you. Your car should reflect who he is.
Yeah,
Oh.
it
Oh,
should.
wait a minute.
And
Come
I'm
on,
not even
preacher.
and
Come
I'm
on,
not-
preacher.
yeah.
Get
Hold
up
on.
here.
Carl.
Hold on,
And
you
I don't
just
want
said-
people to
I
be
like
thinking
that.
we on
Come
no
on.
prosperity stuff.
No.
I'm not on no
No,
prosperity
we are.
stuff. No.
We
said we
want to
are.
prosper as our soul
But
prosper.
yes, but I'm saying that prosper at the Bible says.
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm
not
saying.
like what people think. And so
I'm not
here's-
just gonna say your car, bro.
everything.
Everything.
No, but what I'm
Everything.
saying is everything else, Didi, I was on that for Didi. I'm on the first class, the Dubai. I'm on that. We always been. I'm on purse, whatever you want. I didn't got the Birkin. I'm on that. I ain't tripping. I'm on that. But the car, I was like, Didi was like, I ain't even driving. I ain't even on. And I was like, yo, D, you not. But Didi, you've been with me thick and thin for over 30 years. Like we've been married over 30 years. You have blessed this church. You cleaning toilets. You the doggone first lady and you showing you cleaning toilets. You feces in the back. You like, they doodling it. I got to go to bed. You mopping,
Oh, wait a
sweeping.
minute. Who doodled in the church and then flushed and left a nasty
No, it was
doodle
somebody
ring?
that
Somebody was
that was
running
a runner outside. use the bathroom
yeah.
outside.
We didn't tell you about that?
On the camera.
Oh,
Y'all got
yeah,
it
on
on
the
camera.
camera. They was running, so they come in here and she did blop blop. And Didi was like, man, we
Wait,
can't have that in church.
whoa.
No, you didn't know that?
He said she black.
You do this.
Yeah, you
no,
didn't know
literally.
that? Literally.
No, what happened?
There's a part that runs every day in the property. So
Okay.
I guess she had to use the restroom. She's a runner, and I guess she couldn't get home or whatever. So she just did it right there.
Right in the parking
right
lot.
in the parking lot.
And it's
Camera
on
right
camera.
there.
Yeah, it's on camera. She saw the camera and then came back.
Carl,
and
put
looked
it
at
on the
camera
podcast.
And put her butt, and she put her pants down and moon the camera.
What?
Yeah.
After she.
Afterwards. Yeah. It's on camera. I'm telling y'all. So I'm just saying.
And we was tripping on washing your underwear.
Yeah.
Putting them back on.
So what I'm saying, Maul, is that
But did she change her drawers?
no, she didn't have on none.
This she used to
didn't
show
have
us
on
on
none.
Andy on the
Oh,
camera.
she didn't have
So
on
y'all was
none.
just sitting around watching it?
No. We get, of course, it's a camera system. Let me not
You crying
entertain
little
you.
popcorn?
Oh no, I never saw it. My wife called me and was like pissed. Like, yo, you
Have
going?
y'all seen her since?
I see her. I said something to the ladies.
You did?
Yeah, I said, ma'am, bro, this is part.
Now, that conversation I want to see on camera.
Man, I did this. I said, I was looking at her like,
Ma'am.
I'm like,
How you doing?
bro, like, hey, and I was on the phone talking to Didi, and I saw her.
What are we doing?
I saw, wait a minute. This is where I want to cuss, and I don't even cuss. And I saw her in the parking structure, and Didi was like, she there? I was like, yeah, I just saw her run. I'm about to say something. Didi said, you about to say something to her? I said, yeah, I'm about to say it to her. I said, man. And I promise you, in my, the shizzle and the dizzle, sizzle. Bro, it's like, come on, a church? So I saw her, right? I'm like, ma'am, what? And I promise y'all, when I first said ma'am, she looked at me like, huh? And then when I said you, then she knew I knew.
What did you say?
I was like, ma'am, you actually used the bathroom in our, and I said it, she looked at me and was like, whatever, and just ran away. First, she ran to the car when I said, ma'am, she was coming toward the car. But then when I confronted her about, she took off.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, wow. So we see her all the time running around. But and can I be honest with you?
Wait a minute.
She probably had done it before. Like, so when you saw the stuff, when you mentioned stuff in the back, that you thinking that's coming from an animal. It was the lady, because we never had cameras before. So we just assuming, man.
A bear was rolling through here.
A deer
just came through, it dropped off.
Do re mi.
When we got the cameras.
We found out, and then she saw the camera. Boom.
No, let me explain
High
it.
pilot.
So y'all thought it was a deeper by the
pilot.
camera, and then came back to the camera to just kind of make sure, oh, y'all caught me, huh? Let me see. Oh, it beeped again. All right.
And then pull her pants down like Moon. It's like, what? High pilot.
What?
Yeah.
And the
Did
stinky
you know
leg.
this?
Yeah, somebody told me.
How
I think I told you
never
about it.
heard this.
Yeah.
Last time we was here, Carl told me.
That's what I thought we talked about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, free for the podcast now.
A little doo-doo bandit.
Yeah.
Bro.
So
Terrorizing the church.
Name of the podcast, Stinky Leg.
yeah.
Stinky
so I'm
leg.
just saying, see,
I can't even think. I don't even. Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Bruh.
I'll show you somebody. It's on camera.
I don't think I want to see it.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it.
All
I
right.
do
But
want to
you
see
said
it.
you want to see it.
He want to see it. He want to see it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, so I just said, I was like, I don't want to see that. And then Tamisha's like, no, you got to look. I think Didi sent the video to Tamisha, like, Tamisha. And I was looking at this like, yo,
Didi
you got
said
to
it
be
like
crazy.
in amazement.
Yeah, right. That's
Didi
what it was. I was like,
couldn't
you got to be like,
Unbelievable.
This is
Didi
unreal.
couldn't believe she did it. And then
Candace
she
must
showed
not
the
have
camera.
known because Candace didn't say that to me.
Candace has to know, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
She's
I'm
on the
sure.
church board.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
You got it.
I mean, let me
I
call
forgot
her.
what we was talking about.
Let me call her. No. I need to know if she knows
I
this.
forgot what we
Because
was talking about. What
this
was
is
we
one of the
talking
most
about?
unbelievable stories I ever.
Oh,
She
Let
just
me know
called me.
when we
I
get
wanna say
back to the
something.
podcast, though,
I'm
because
coming
I'll
back.
keep this there if you
No,
want to.
I was going to say, Maul, on the 5-pillar challenge, man, it's so deep because one of the little morning prompts, it said, I need you to think about an additional source of income.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we're trying to help people break the mold of like, yo, you ain't got to think the way you're
got it
thinking.
wrong.
Exactly.
There's other things happening. Yeah,
Unless you're on the podcast.
You're
know
live
that.
on the podcast.
You're live
One
on the
second.
podcast.
Hold on. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear.
Dear, were you aware of the fact that there's a doodoo bandit on the loose at the church?
No, I'm not aware of that.
So, Candace, you
Okay.
never saw the video of the lady who used the bathroom in the
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, in the parking lot.
yeah, in the parking lot. There you go.
Which doodle bandit did you think we were referring to, man?
I thought in the church, like there was a bandit
No.
going through the church.
Yeah, no.
in the church.
Because he was saying he had never heard it before, and I was like, I don't like. It ain't a story I just tell, but I would just assume that you would have known about it
Why
already.
you didn't tell me people was doodling in the church?
Not in the church,
On the
parking
church.
lot. Yeah, on the church.
People doing a lot crazy stuff on that parking lot. That's why we got the cameras.
Right, that's why we got the camera.
Okay.
So that's
hey,
fact.
babe, that's
real.
like, we have a lot of talks every night. I'm going to need you to tell me somebody doodled on the church. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that should come up. You know, we talking about a lot of other stuff. I'm thinking you should.
Candace,
Okay.
I'm
I was
thinking,
trying
Candace,
to block it out of
wasn't
my
worthy
mind.
of it. It wasn't worthy, Candace, of y'all evening talk.
Yeah, no.
No, absolutely. No,
Okay.
I was trying to block it out of my mind, so I didn't bring it up.
All right. You think I should? Did you watch
Yeah.
the tape or did you just hear about it?
I did not. I will not. That's not within my. I don't get paid enough for that. Part of
Okay,
the
we
job.
about to watch it live on the podcast. So.
No, y'all not.
Yeah, we about to. Carl, pull it up.
No.
No, pull it up right now.
No.
Pull it up.
They should
Stay
just
on
show
the
you
phone.
guys.
I'm going to continue to play by play.
Candace, please get
Pull
off
it
the
up.
phone, Candace.
No,
This foolishness.
Carl, don't pull it up, please.
I'm not Candace. He just dragged me.
Thank
No.
you.
I
This
just mean like
before.
show them. I just gonna watch it. Let me and Mar watch it and react in live time.
And just show
Don't
the
throw me
reaction
in your
video.
mess.
No,
Yeah.
let's get
No,
to,
you-
we need to get to a podcast.
No, this is the podcast.
No, not talking about, because we're supposed to do part 2 of leverage, so we got to get to that.
All right, dear. I love you.
All right.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Es tu chico, ET. Repite. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Es tu chico, ET. Hey, look, y'all know that I think this is the 3rd consecutive year that we've hosted our Phenomenal Life Conference in Cancun. And let me just say what a joy it is to finally be able to understand and communicate with the management and the staff, right, at the resort. For all of your summer travels, all right, guys, whether you're going abroad or staying domestic, right? And you like, I want to immerse myself, in a culture, right? Now is the perfect time to start, whether that's a Spanish culture, a Spanish-speaking culture, a French-speaking culture, like whatever it is, all right? Babbel is the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions. And thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, there's still time to learn a new language before you reach whatever that destination is, okay? So look, y'all know my schedule. You know it's crazy, right? I'm being in like a new city, like it seems like every couple days, like I'm in a new city. But I'm telling y'all, that's why Babbel works for me so well, y'all, because it's like 10 minutes here to complete a lesson, 10 minutes there to complete a lesson. Like sometimes I'm able to do it on a plane. Sometimes I'm, in the Uber. All right, so do me a favor, right? Start having real life conversations, right? In a new language, right? And you can do it in easy as 3 weeks if you start using Babbel, all right? So look, here's why this is important though, because other language learning apps use artificial intelligence, right? And I'm not trying to be funny, but that's what they base their lesson plans around. But Babbel lessons were created by over 150 language experts, okay? Their teaching methods have been scientifically proven to be effective, right? So with Babbel, you can choose from, of course, I chose Spanish, but there are 13 other different languages that you can learn from. So you got French, Italian, German, right? But here's the deal. Here's the thing I love the most. The Babbel speech recognition technology, right? That's the thing, because what I'm able to do is speak into the technology and it's like, yep, you got it or you didn't get it, all right? So it's actually improving my pronunciation and my accent. And that's what a lot of people who know me like, man, you're speaking with a lot more confidence, and it's clear, all right? So here's the deal. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel, right? In addition to the lessons, you got access to like podcasts, games, videos, stories, even live classes you can go to, all right? Plus it comes with like a 20-day money-back guarantee. Do me a favor, start your new language lesson journey today with Babbel right now, all right? If you join, you can save up to 60% off your prescription when you go to Babbel, all right, .com. And please put /success, okay? So that's BABBEL.com, all right, /SUCCESS for up to 60% off for Babbel, right? This is language, guys, for the rest of your life, all right? It's your boy E.T. signing off saying today, all right? Today. Únete hoy, únete ahora. Do it today.
All right. Love you. Bye-bye.
So I say all that to say, I was telling my wife, it's not right for you to be willing to give on the level that you give, not just financially, time, energy, whatever, the marriage, everything she does, me and how we come, it's like, it's not, and God told me this, because Didi be always like, I don't want to, God was like, yo, there's an order. Like, it don't matter who you are, there's an order. And the order is you reap what you sow. So you can't just sow. You can't just sow. So you can't just be out here sending kids to college and blessing kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the stuff that I do, Didi co-sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Didi like, nope, they're not going to Dubai, they're not going to Dubai. If they're not going to Super Bowl, they go, like, Didi's at the Super Bowl. She's at the Super Bowl experience. Like, she's physically there with these kids, like mothering them while they're there. And God was like, no, you don't have, now you and Didi both are like, no, we good. Y'all don't have the right to tell me y'all good. Like, she needs this vehicle because it is a symbol. So every time she gets in this car, I want her to see that this is what you've sown. You reaping what you, like, you need to know as God, I keep my word and I keep my promise. You understand what I'm saying? So when you in Dubai and you flying first class, you need to understand that this is not because just your name is your name. No, I watch what you've done. I've seen what you've done with your husband. I've seen what you've done with your kids. And as a Proverbs 31 woman, here are the perks of a Proverb 31. And we got to do that. You know what I'm saying? I be telling people all the time, even if your wife, my wife is going to say, man, that's a waste of money. Don't do that. God was like, I don't care what Didi tells you. This don't have nothing to do with Didi. This has everything to do with reaping what you've sown. So go get the vehicle. So when she jumped in that joke, and then my man was like, 2 stars or not the stars? I was like, stars. Why? Because there's a star methodology, because when you were flying Emirates in that bucket boy, it's stars. So I'm like, must be something about stars. You know, and God was like, no, let her see this, let her see every time. And so for me, it's like, bump the car. When you get in here, this is a symbol of, and I told Didi, I don't know how long we got left, but with the time we have left, I still believe that you need to buy your dream home. Because Cali ain't the dream home. Cali was a house that was, you know, it's like, it's a model home. You pick the home, whatever. It wasn't where Didi got to pick out every single thing. So I was like, yo, no, before you die, you need to create your dream home. And the crazy part about it is somebody going to be in it longer than you going to be in it anyway. But you need to create your dream home. So, yeah, I say all that to say neither one of us want to do it, or neither one of us think it's a phenomenal idea. And I look at other people and I do go, it's a waste when I've seen other people. But God was like, it's not a waste when you think about your children, your grandchildren, when you think about people who know you. Like, there are kids on the block that need to go, yo, you could be the ET type successful person, and like, you don't got to do this, do that. And sometimes when we look at success, we do have to look at people sometimes who take shortcuts. We do have to look at people sometimes who don't have integrity. We do have to look at people who just all about the money and not the 5 pillars. They don't care about their wife and their kids, and they just care about money. And God was like, no, I need to show that there are 5 pillar humans. I'm not perfect, but progressing. There are 5 pillar humans that are out here getting it the God way, and you can be blessed doing it the God way too. And I just remember coming up, it was like you only thought this person, you feel me? Like on the block, you only saw the pimp with a caddy. You only saw the drug dealer with you saw people who went to college and played sports only. You didn't just see regular people, whatever. And God was like, no, they need to see regular, everyday people who live in Michigan in a 2,300 square foot home, who's speaking for a living. Like, they need to see that type of person also can enjoy whatever it is God wants them to enjoy. Because we just talked about, like, success doesn't have a look. And Didi and I both in it together, because there are people who've been able to get the house and the car, but unfortunately they weren't able to do it and keep their spouse. You feel me? They weren't able to keep their kids together. So God was like, yo, I'm blessing them too, but I also need to see that's the regular, everyday person just going to schools, reading the kid. And that's why he was like, just how you think it's important to go read to these 6-year-olds and what that's going to do for them. Somebody said to me the other day, it was deep. They was like, wow, E, you actually building the next generation of ETA followers.
Yeah.
Like these kids going to remember you read to them. So yeah, man, like I said, I'm like, I think it's too much, but God was like, no, Didi needs to be in a vehicle that's symbolic to who she is and who she's been up to this point. I was like, got it.
I'm still tripping somebody doodled on the church. Bro, I can't shake it. It's like, Home Alone, remember like you had the wet bandit? And then they changed their name to the sticky bandit. They had a calling card, so they would like rob the house, and then they'll turn all the faucets on and plug them up so it'll flood.
Wow.
Like that was their calling card.
Wow.
So maybe this is just her calling card.
Yeah, I think
she
it
just
is.
run around and
The stinky bandit.
Yeah, I have to get her name. Her identity. Yeah. How much time we got?
bro, I'm ready to go home. Okay, all right. We did say we was gonna do part 2. So leverage, right? So we talking about leverage, and like last episode, I did want to get into leverage as it relates to how we freed ourselves from Michigan State, right? And the thing I wrote down in my phone was ownership. And what happens is it's hard to create leverage with something you don't own. Right. And so I think that was the goal. And I don't even know if it was just dumb luck on our part. I don't even know that we were, we knew. Now the cool thing is like, hey, you got an ownership.
Yeah, that's new.
Retain your rights. Like, wasn't nobody on that back in the day. You just trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? And so for us, what happened was when we created the YouTube channel, when we created our shirts, when we created our logos, it happened out of necessity, really, right? Like nobody was trying to give us a check to do it. But what we did simultaneously was we retained all our leverage because we had ownership, right? And so I look at Toby now, right? Toby is one of the few artists who, would you say mainstream? Toby close to mainstream. Okay, I ain't saying he not Beyonce and that kind of level, but he's for a rapper and of his caliber, definitely. He's in maybe that second tier in terms of notoriety, but he may be the only one who's been able to do it while retaining all leverage. Right? Like I know maybe Kendrick is getting out of his deal. I heard now he's got his leverage back where he got his own stuff or whatever. And, I'm not saying it was a bad deal before. I'm just saying now he has his own stuff. Whereas Toby has always been a full 100% owner of all his stuff, right? And so it creates the type of leverage where when somebody wants you to do something, you don't have to worry about getting your leverage stolen because you make all the decisions. And what I realized when we were at Michigan State is we don't call any of the shots. And as good as we are and as great a job as we're doing, at the end of the day, really nobody's going to let you blow up above them. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's like, at the end of the day, if you got a boss, like your boss ain't finna like, okay, you know what? You done a great job. You over me. And so you're going to lose that leverage. And so you talk about ownership, even as it relates to, the early days of ETA. Because I think people look at it and go, again, not even ownership. I'm sorry. Leverage as it pertains to question. Ownership.
So I think the first thing we did, and I want you guys to really get this, we own the opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? We own the opportunity. What do I mean by that? We were given an opportunity to make sure that students transition from Detroit, Flint, Saginaw, Chicago, Gary, Indiana, you know what I'm saying? Southfield. Like we were tasked to make sure that we made their transition smooth. Like that's what we were tasked to do. So we literally did that every single day to the point that we made up something called the advantage. You feel me? Like, look, I want people to get this. We literally owned the job that we were called to do. And for a lot of you, you want to own listen to me. Listen to me. I just 1,000. I don't mean no harm. Most of you want to own the reward. You don't want to own the responsibility. We own the responsibility. What do I mean by that? I was given the job in 2005. I'm still doing the job in 2022. I told C them like, yo, we grown and they got families now and they got a whatever, but don't get it twisted. ET's still at Michigan State University. Like, I'm still doing the Advantage program. Like, I have not left the Advantage program. C done moved on. Carl, they got the deeper than the bread. They doing their thing. I'm still at Michigan State to this day. Go ahead, hit that.
To this day.
To this day, y'all.
To this
You gotta hear what I'm
day.
saying. To this day, I'm still at Michigan State University. I just left. And you know what's crazy? I like, C was there when I was doing whatever. Bruh, do you understand? To this day, I'm not only doing the same thing at Michigan State, that Jamal's daughter just went through the program that I did. Do you understand how long? Do you understand how long I've been doing this? I've been doing it longer than she been alive. You understand me? To the point now that Maul's daughter is coming through my program. My kids went through the program. Does that make sense? My babies went through the program. So what when we say ownership, you thinking C talking about rights to your stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying God sent me to Michigan State. I took full responsibility of a program that I was given. And guess what? That program we leveraged to show you all the videos that most of the videos y'all saw in the beginning, they came
right
from
out
Michigan
of there.
State University. They came from the campus. They came from their equipment.
Yeah.
I own that, meaning I took full responsibility. So a lot of y'all are not successful because you worship the rewards, and the rewards take you away from actually the responsibility. I'm just being real. You so focused on the rewards that you're not doing the responsibility, and now you're wondering why you're not getting the reward because you abandoned the responsibility. I never abandoned the responsibility. Good days, bad days, we wealthy now. I'm still going to Michigan State because that's what God told me to do. He didn't tell me to blow up. That's C stuff. C on something. I'm going to make you a household name. That don't have nothing to do with me. I never tried to be a household name. That was his responsibility. I never edit no videos and put them up. That wasn't what I was told to do. I was told to inspire these kids. I'm on the east side of Detroit. I'm on the south side of Chicago. I was on the west side of Chicago when we was there last time. I'm doing what I was told to do. And so the first way you leverage something is you own it, meaning that though the heavens fall, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to do it under all circumstances. Didi doing good. Didi got MS. My son doing well. My son having his struggles. My daughter in school having her. I'm still up there doing the program. I never stopped doing the program. Every Monday. Even when it was COVID, I was doing it online. And then when I couldn't do it, I got TJ doing it, or I got somebody in the crew. Maul doing it. I got somebody. I'm still responsible for it. I never lost the response, even though I can't physically be there. So number one, the way you leverage something is you don't just do it when you feel like doing it. You own it, meaning you raise that joker. You raise your kids. You raise them. We wrote, like from the beginning to end, we've been responsible for making sure this program is taken care of. Number two is you make sure, the way you leverage something is you make sure it's better in your hand than it was in whoever had it before you had it. This is the secret to success.
Can I stop you at number two?
Yeah.
I got it. Can I stop? Because you just, man, and it's crazy. They gonna think we're making this up, but you just said number two is what? You make sure that it's better in your hands than it was in somebody else. I just got a message while you were speaking from Will. Shout out to Will Stevens. Will in Atlanta. Will just sent me a picture at a closing. Didn't even know my man was even closing on the property or anything. Went through Make Real Estate Real. If it's anybody that I would drop what I'm doing, grab his hand and walk him through the process, do it for him, is this guy because of because of the relationship, how he's leveraged. And he's always got one up on us as far as just a sense of just doing things.
He took care of my son, unbelievable.
I mean, all of us can say this. Man, look, he took care of Tommy. Yeah, Tommy's feet was on the floor, you know, courtside. But look, dog, listen, Will sends this message right now while you speaking.
What do you say?
Your number two is what? Make sure that you
leave it in.
Leverage it better than what somebody else did. Will is at a closing. He says, what's up? Update here in Atlanta. I just closed this morning on a pre-foreclosure 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single family. Here it come. A couple divorcing, and they looking to escape before losing it.
Wow.
You just said make sure that you leverage. Number two, make sure you leverage it more than somebody else. A couple divorcing, and they looking to escape before losing it. He breaks down the numbers for me. It cost me $120,000 purchase price. He said, looking at $30,000 to do the rehab.
Wow.
He says the
Let's hear
ARV.
the ARV.
He got
Let's
in
hear
the
it.
ARV. It's $240,000. That's $90,000 in equity. Really close to move-in ready, or is already close to move-in ready.
Wow.
I'm holding it, but going to refinance it and pull out some cash to move on to the next.
MakeRealEstateReal.com.
Leverage though, and make sure.
MakeRealEstateReal.com, please.
And because whoever that couple was, right? Remember we talked about the 5 pillars. That's why you can't just be on the money.
All connected.
Because it's all connected. This family had over $100,000 in equity in a property. They together. We married, $100,000. But now because something happened in that family pillar, now they're divorcing. So now another person now is in a position to leverage
What you had in your
What
hand.
you had in your hand already.
What you had in your hand.
All right, go to number 3, dog.
Go
I just
to
had
make,
to.
go to Make Real Estate Real. And you know what I love about it? You said it. How many times did he call you and ask you, is this a good deal? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Everything you need is in Make Real Estate. The steps are already there. My man, I'm talking about him and Maul like this. And he didn't call and go, hey, you think I should, how I should, he just literally followed the steps. And now my
But
man.
he leveraged.
Can I
come up? Shout out to Will.
Can I leverage the second principle I gave before I go to the third one?
Go ahead and leverage.
I want to leverage. So I want y'all to understand something. The only way you can lose something when you have it in your hand is if you give it up. I'm just being real.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to understand. If you can
There's
get
some
to
cats
number
that
2,
have some contracts.
look, if somebody
and
gives you
was supposed to
something,
make a lot of money and they.
I'm just saying, if somebody gives you something, Michigan State gave me a job. They gave me a group of students. We had them jokers lined up. Now, C said we wasn't doing a lot of advising. I beg to differ. And I only say that, Maul, because people
Depends
thought.
on what you call advice.
Yeah. I only say that, Maul, because people advised them on the IQ, not the EQ. I was advising on the EQ. Why? Because apparently the IQ wasn't working because we only graduate 10 out of 100 kids in 4 years, African-American males. Girls, only 20 out of 100 in 4 years. Those are dismal numbers. So I'm saying however y'all doing it ain't working. They got some emotional stuff that's blocking them from being able to get to their intellect. Watch this. I'm going to say it one more time. We blew up from Michigan State University. We didn't blow up from Forbes. Somebody, bro, it's so funny. Everybody now reposting a quote that I did because Forbes reposted it. Bro, get out of here. Get out of here. I'm not disrespecting Forbes, but it's like, because Forbes' name on it, now y'all want to post the stuff. Listen to me very closely. We didn't blow up now that the big Penguin books, man, I'm so grateful. But we met in 2005, 2006. If I would have waited for these people to come and support me almost 15, 16 years later in the game, bro, we wouldn't be here. How did we blow up? I got one opportunity. I got a chance to work at Michigan State. I got a chance to recruit, and I'm just going to be real. I recruited a lot of people, and everybody's not still here. But even when C like, your recruiting is terrible, I'm like, you might be right. But God's favor, I recruited a couple people that's still with me. There's a couple people that's still in my life. So God let me do something positive that I got. You know what I'm saying? I got Scotty, George in the deal, and so that's where we started. Everything we've been doing has been that, and I never stopped doing what I was doing. So what I'm just trying to tell y'all is I was given an opportunity. I never let it go. I never let my mama talk me out of it. I never let my wife talk me out of it. I never let the church talk me out of it because it was people, you got 2, 3 jobs. I never let nobody talk me out of what God gave me. And then when God gave it to me, I made sure I was better than any human on campus that was doing it, period. I'm not saying I was doing it better than what they, but I'm saying.
No, I'm saying, listen, we were, and to that point, we were doing it better. And we still ain't had no leverage.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. We had leverage.
We were building leverage.
I'm saying we were building leverage, but I'm
Building
saying we didn't have the ultimate leverage because we didn't own it.
We still were subjected to their decisions.
I don't care how sweet you are.
Yeah.
But you
still
know
got
what we
somebody
did
tell
have
you,
leverage
you
of?
can't lead to 5.
What we did have leverage of was the advantage because we created that. That's what we had leverage over. And that's what we're still doing.
Hey, and
Yeah,
not
we
to
did.
be funny.
That's it. No, to your point, that's
the
it.
job. The
But
job
that's what I'm
itself,
trying
right.
to tell you. You're right.
Correct.
We didn't. And we created the advantage so they could see the that it was never the job that really blew us up.
Right.
It was the advantage, what we created from the job.
Right.
That blew
but
us
to
up.
your point,
We
I'm just
leveraged the
saying,
job.
if
That's
we
right.
weren't careful, the advantage could have been squeezed too.
It could have.
There was many
Yeah.
Oh, they
opportunities they tried to
They did.
squeeze it. So I'm
but
saying
we
to you-
leveraged the
Right.
relationships
Right.
of the big time, the Dr. June, Dr. Curry, Rodney, Pat. Like we leveraged our relationships and say, hey, protect us because they trying to. So you got to hear number two. Number two is when you get it in your hand, you don't have to be perfect.
Yeah,
But make
that's good.
sure that it's in your hand, you don't lose it. Like I'm looking at football players. I'm like,
Yeah.
how you lose that opportunity? You did that and that did that. You lost basketball player. You did that off court. Now they trying to take that. So when you get it in your hand, you cannot think that once it's in your hand, it's gonna always be in your hand. You have to know that it's in my hand. I gotta take it. And then here's the thing that we never really talk about. That we all, I just believe this is what separates CJ from so many people I've met. I try to do it in my own strength. You know, I don't necessarily believe I do it to the level that he does it, but I try to do it as much as I possibly can. And this is forward thinking and start strategizing. So what I see a lot of people do wrong is that you get something and you sit on it and you think because it's great in 2010 that if you continue to do what you're doing, that in 2015 it's still going to be great in 2015. It may not, what you did in 2010 may be outdated in 2015. It may not, now I will say this. Didi said the reason why I do want a new car is she was like, yo, I like the development and the advancement of vehicles. She got a 2012, so it's like, I don't know when nobody's on the left or the right of me. Like in the new cars,
Right.
the seat shake, the light
yeah,
boys
yeah.
go off. She
No,
was
the
like,
new cars will stop you from getting in the
absolutely.
accident.
Yep. So Didi's like, with my MS, I really do need those features. You feel me? So what I'm saying,
Oh, you
though,
have to get a Tesla.
yeah, okay, good.
Just say you got to get it a Tesla.
that's
Go
it
ahead
then.
and get it a Tesla.
So what I'm saying to you is that there are those of you who get beat because you were all that in the bag of chips in 2010. You a doggone Skippy. Ain't nobody doing it the way you doing it. But in 2015, we may possibly go from the 8-track to we might possibly go to cassette tape to we might possibly go to CDs. And I'm just going to be honest with y'all. When we came out with CDs and you could put a gazillion movie songs on one CD, then we went to DVD and Blu-ray. I was like, we can't go nowhere
It's
from
over.
here.
That's it.
It's
Bruh, I couldn't.
Now we streaming.
We stream. Bruh, you couldn't tell. Okay, this just me. I know I'm old. Y'all didn't have that.
That's-
But bruh, I had the jacket with the CDs in that Joker.
yeah.
I had
Bruh,
the
with my
spindle.
music.
I had the spindle.
I had the chat, no doubt.
Bruh, you couldn't tell me. Now you could just take every album and song. Because I grew up the 8-track and the LPs. So the vinyl board.
What's after streaming?
And we
they
thinking.
just download it in your brain.
Bro,
Just-
we thinking is no. And so what I'm saying is there are a group of you that got it going on. If you listen to this podcast, you're not a bum.
But you on DVD.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And sweet
got a bunch of
DVD you
sweet
are.
DVDs.
Sweet DVD you
Remember
are.
when TJ came up with
the floppy.
The floppy, bro.
Bro, we had been on flash drives for
a
5 years.
minute.
TJ came up to the office,
With
had
the
a floppy
floppy.
disk, and was like, yeah, I need to download some files.
And here's
Like,
the
go ahead.
problem.
We was like,
We had got a new computer and it didn't do that.
then he
Nah,
had to-
I
Oh,
literally
no.
kept my old Air, what is it? Air Mac.
MacBook Air?
MacBook. I kept the MacBook Pro, my version, because the SD board.
Yeah.
The new ones, they
don't
don't
even
have the
have
SD board.
They don't even
well,
have
even the phone ain't got the little jack.
It don't.
I can't stand it. I
So-
still got to get the little umbilical
So
cord.
look, number 3, I'm off. I want you to hear it. You are sweet. You darn Skippy you are.
DVD sweet.
You are. You do got it going on. But I'm just trying to tell you.
Just unorganized.
Just unorganized.
if you think that what you're doing today is going to survive 3-4
let me say
years from
this.
now,
Hey,
you
go finish
have
it. So I'm
You
gonna say
gotta
this.
rude-
You remember
you
the
gotta
days
rude
where you used to
awakening.
use Blockbuster?
Yeah.
Do
I'm
it.
gonna just say this. Netflix just lost 1 million subscribers.
Wow.
Once
Like,
they
I'm
said
just
you
saying.
couldn't, he
Once
couldn't
they-
use my account no
Right.
more.
They tripped.
Again,
They
they're
like, you
trying.
got to have your
They
own
tripped.
account.
Right.
I'm out.
But watch this, E. Watch my point. I'm
See
not
how
even
they going to do us like this.
I'm not even saying the technology's changing. I'm saying there are other people doing the same thing you doing. Disney, Hulu, they all doing it now.
Yeah.
And if you don't find a way to
And
keep
I'm
your
with Hulu.
edge, now be real. They got
$5.
200 and something million more, so they all right losing 1 million. But you lost 1 million.
Yeah, you lost 1 million.
You
Something's
lost $1 million.
happening. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm
Yeah.
just saying to your point, bro.
Yeah.
They bring out a new car every year. They bring out a new iPhone every doggone 2 weeks. Like everything around you's upgrading. Like the paint colors that was sweet in 2007, you ain't using the same colors now. Everything changing.
Can I say this too? I want to make sure I get this off because I know it's people, they listen and I know because they tell me like, oh, y'all was talking about stuff, but that, you know, how does that apply to me? I'm a college student or I'm not where I need to be financially, stuff like that. Like, let me tell you something.
Really apply to you.
Yeah, no. Let me tell you something.
Please, yeah.
Every day you wake up, you need to ask yourself, how can I create more leverage in my life? I ain't gonna say no names, but there's a lot of information on this stage, and there are people who live less than 10 minutes away who you would think would be up here. I'm just saying, like, look, we all, it's no secret. Y'all know on the podcast that Carl sets all this up. Like Carl got here, matter of fact, left his family, has to be here an hour before all of us to make sure stuff is right, correct?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
There's somebody, maybe somebodies, who live less than 10 minutes from here who need an opportunity. I'm talking about broke. Who know how to do this or could at least be up here
and learn how to do
learn
it.
I
from
promise
Carl.
you, it'll take you an hour to learn it.
And Carl, all he would have to do is say, hey, we recording at such and such time. That person could have came up here, had everything. How much would that be worth to you if you didn't have to get up here an hour early? And let's say you ain't got to take none of this down. Everything's recharged. The cameras are fully charged. The SD cards are dumped. The mics is set back to wherever you need them. They back out of the way so we ready for e-sermons. Like, what is that worth to you?
Well, I'm putting a couple $100 a month on that
just saying.
easily.
Okay, cool.
Easily.
I'm saying just for that.
Literally.
Just for that. But what happens is you do what E taught us to do, right? And what's that word? Miracle territory. You put yourself in miracle territory. So guess what? You sitting here doing this every single time we come through and it's fire. Then where we going when we leave here? Where we going straight to? Okay, correct. We're going to eat. Then guess what we say? Hey, you might as well roll to breakfast with us. Things start to come up. And me and Carl actually had that conversation before where I was like, Carl, I know you like to do your introvert thing. A lot of these things that you feel like is going on that you like, well, what's going on? You have to be present. So this person would not only have the opportunity to come up here, and by the way, don't come up here asking for a check from Carl. Come up and just add extreme value to the point where if you're not here, Carl feels like, whoa, and he starts to pay you. But then not only are you up here setting up cameras, now you're going to breakfast with us.
And not just for the money,
now we talking about
see?
what we going to do at breakfast. We say, hey, we got a new idea, a new business plan, something else coming up, and you sitting at the table.
There. Yeah.
You're creating leverage.
And
but because nobody told you to say, hey, get up here, we're going to pay you a couple, you just don't show up. This person has no money, but they have a skill set and could be building leverage for themselves. But you heard from them? Have you heard anybody hit you up like, yo, y'all doing the pilot, you need to become?
No, I have had people call me though and say,
so I'm saying,
how can I make some money?
Right.
Not how can I leverage this relationship?
Right, but I'm saying that person could be building so much leverage.
So much leverage.
They could leverage themselves out of this job.
I want to say, even stop saying, like, because leverage is the beginning point, right? But what these people don't realize is that leverage creates equity. Equity. And then equity goes towards your what? Net worth.
Yeah.
So it's a reason why your net worth, your overall net worth, and people be just doing a financial net worth, right? You go, and for the guys that's listening don't know what net worth is, take your assets, right? And then the value of your assets, subtract the value of your liabilities, right? And then what's left over is your equity. And then the equity goes towards your net worth. Like, what's your net worth? Excuse me, it goes towards your net worth. What's your net worth? And I think people, man, you so busy looking at dollars. You looking at how much can I get paid as opposed to leveraging this relationship, leveraging this what the exposure that you can get from Carl, and that's going to build equity.
Hey, and that just being, not to add to that, I'm saying worst case, like I'm a high ass dude. So you could imagine how I'm going to take time to pour into you, Stan. I'm just saying, this is my personality. So you can pimp me. I'm just being real. You can pimp me easy.
Yep.
I'm a high ass. He will tell you, I'll probably sit up here an hour longer just to help you when I got something else to do. So I'm just saying, there's opportunities, and again, we using me.
But somebody sit there and be like, "Oh, I don't got no money. I can't create no leverage."
And the problem is, I want to make sure
It's the
you're clear.
craziest thing.
When you look at money and you don't look at equity, this is where you start failing. So what happens is, I've given people opportunities to create leverage. Like, I need you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't put yourself in a position where I need you.
Nikki,
That's the key.
Nikki came through and was just providing the skill set, didn't ask for nothing. She just did it for so long. It was like, yo, you got to get paid and be a part of this.
To the point that when some stuff happened, you know, with the COVID boy, and she was like, I didn't even know. She was kind of like, yo, I'm losing here. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know what you doing over there. Well, I wasn't really getting nothing over there. I was like, the devil is a lie. I'm sorry. Hey, so-and-so, so-and-so. Make sure she gets so-and-so. What percentage? No, give her more than that. Why? Because it was like, yo, Nikki has leveraged the relationship. She was coming out of the military. She wasn't doing no content creation stuff. Yeah, Nikki was in the military. She's in the Navy. She wasn't on no content creation, but she
Find out Nikki was a Navy SEAL.
You feel
with
me?
SEAL Team 6 off busting down Bin Laden door.
feel
Nikki,
me?
call us. Let us know what you was on.
So I was like, oh no, I'm not only gonna give you what you're asking for, I'm gonna give you more, and I'm gonna do something else that you don't even know about
because
you
got
leverage.
leverage.
And
what if somebody else called you like, hey, I missed out a little bit of code?
bro? And watch this. I'm about to be real, because ARV, right? What's ARV?
After
repair value. After repaired value.
What's the last part?
Value.
So when she talked to me, she told me what she wanted, and I was like, okay, bet. But I was like, I can't even do that. Why? Because that's not what you value. So even though you gave me, the property is what the property is worth. The property ain't worth what you say it's worth. I need somebody to hear what I'm saying.
No, they're not ready to
The
hear
property
that.
ain't worth
I
what
saw
you
where you
want
was
it to
going.
worth.
Exactly.
It's not what you want it to be worth.
Yes.
And y'all be
Come
coming
on.
to me with what you want it to be worth. It's not what you want it to be worth. It's not. It don't work like that. The value is, what's the value? Like, what's the value? What's the doggone value?
Some of y'all need doing appraisal.
What's the value? They're doing an appraisal.
Right.
What's the value?
You can't do your own appraisal?
No, bro.
You sure?
I'm 100,000. As a matter of fact, not only can I not do my own appraisal, the bank that I'm going to
So
can't
what
even do it.
happens
It's got to be a third party.
If I think my house worth $200,000, he come through and say it's worth $120,000.
That's what you get for it.
Do I get to override him?
No, you don't.
No, that's what
All
it is.
I can do is holler and scream and
So
say,
I just want to show
it
you
should have
the
been
at
more.
first. Nikki came to me with a number, and I was like, all right, God, cool. I'm good. I know why you saying what you saying. I feel you 1,000%. I'm good. But you gon' when we finish doing this, you about to get this check. Why? Because we wouldn't be able to do this without what you did back in the day. You feel me? Like, so I understand that a lot of these people that are coming are people that were influenced before. So I don't even care that we starting all over again, whatever. Why? Because I don't want to get in trouble with God, because God gonna come to me and say, hey, you know that was valued at? You didn't do what you were, y'all gotta hear what I'm saying. A lot of y'all are making up your own rules. You can't make up your own rules
You
as
gave
you go.
yourself your own appraisal.
You
and
can't
then
have
trying
your
to tell
own
me I gotta
appraisal.
pay what you appraised at. What you appraised your own stuff at. No, I'm just being real, man. If you could hear that, like, your value is what your value is. Like I said, I'm not trying to be funny. And this is no cockiness. I know my open market value. I've been right-hand man. He know my market value. But I don't have to do my own appraisal. So you might say, oh, I want to come into ETI and I need to get paid $75,000. You want me to pay $75,000 because you think you're worth that, but you can't get that nowhere else in the world.
Nowhere else in the
Whatever
world.
I'm making with E, I promise you. Now, I believe we make more together as a unit for sure. But I'm telling you, whatever I took my portion and went out in the world by myself, I can generate that amount at least by myself, 100% guaranteed. And people want to, like I said, bro, I promise you, I'm like, yo, everybody should have to test their open market value first. Now, I promise
But you got to be careful.
I don't
You
think
got
it's
to be
one-
careful, see, because some of these people are cubic zirconians, and they trying to get a doggone, they trying to get a diamond appraisal. You coming in with the little, you coming in with the costume jewelry, and you trying to get a diamond appraisal. Just, bro, go.
Self-assessment. Imagine that. We still talking about self-assessment after all these years.
That's wild, though.
got
That some
the
people
video.
are praising themselves.
Oh,
I ain't
he
even
got the
thinking that you
video.
said that, dog.
No, I'm
I got
just
the
saying.
video.
No, you don't.
Listen to
He
me.
does.
He got it.
Yeah.
Is it audio? I'm scared to push.
No
button.
audio.
No audio like
I'm
that.
scared.
No audio.
Hold on. First of all,
It's a couple minutes long.
How did
It
we
was
get-
early morning.
So normally he'll do that, and then we go straight into the serious. Nah, he done
He done
sandwiched.
took it. I'm talking
He
about
done sandwiched the value.
somebody was getting delivered.
Okay.
it all the way delivered.
Oh no, I can't watch this.
I told
no, I
you.
didn't realize it was high def.
I told
Oh, yeah,
you.
it's high def.
So you did see it.
I did.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it and fast forward, bro.
Okay.
Hold on.
telling you, son.
Wait,
I told you I could.
that didn't even make no sense. I
It
thought she
doesn't.
went behind a bush.
No, that's right. That was my thought.
Are you
And the
serious?
camera
Right
caught
on
Are you really
No,
watching
no,
this
no.
right now?
Come over here. Watch
this. See, I'll text it to
Come
you.
over. No. Come watch it with me right now.
Oh, get the live
You about to
reaction.
see what
Why
I'm
am I
seeing.
standing up?
Come here. Come on.
I watched it, so I can't say that my wife made me watch it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
this is crazy.
Yeah, right.
Your wife want to see you walk across the camera. Anyway. She
Anyway,
want to
with
see.
the guns.
Look, we looking in that camera. All right. I ain't watched it yet. I didn't watch it yet. I was just looking like, whoa, it was at nighttime.
I think it's early morning.
Early morning. Yeah, she went early morning.
All right. You ready? No shit.
4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, no.
Nah, that's
I ain't hit
all.
play yet. I just, when I hit the first time, I just saw somebody running. But I was like, ooh, that's clear. Okay. Okay. Very dark outside. Nice little regular jog. Just look regular.
Okay, she had on a jogging uniform.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. What? In the... Are you serious?
That's the alarm going off. Like, is somebody lingering by your camera?
And she looking at the camera now. Go back to jogging like it didn't even happen. Unbelievable. What the police said? What the police said?
Bro, did you see
To
that?
tell you, dude.
Bruh.
That was a little bird chirping.
But here's my part. I wasn't even on the feces part, but the moon boy.
Did
Like,
you
why
watch
don't
the
you go
edge?
to the
It came
camera?
back.
I think it cut.
It cut.
I don't. No. I got.
I told you, bro.
Unbelievable,
it's sick.
bro. No.
No.
No, she about my age. Look like she about my age.
Bruh.
Yeah.
The audacity.
Yeah. Yeah. Of hope.
The audacity.
Of hope. Yeah. Yeah. Hey y'all, we're gonna come back. I got another part to this. We're gonna come back next time. I got another part to this.
See, can he talk?
But we see is out. What we on?
115.
So we good. We
Yeah,
good.
we good.
We're going
gonna
to
come back.
Sophia's, but
Yeah.
I don't know
We'll
if
come
I
back.
got my
I
appetite.
lost my appetite, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna come back.
Wow.
Organifi.
Stinky
Shout out
Bandit.
to
Yeah.
Organifi,
Shout out to
the
Organifi.
superfood,
Green.
the green juice, and they got
Yeah.
other products.
She
y'all.
definitely
Get
was
with
drinking Organifi because she seemed regular.
It was very
It
regular.
make you regular.
Definitely
I'm
Organifi.
talking about quick.
Bro, we need to call.
Mob House.
No.
Make real estate.
No.
bruh.
I need the Rainbow Coalition.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
need to come up
Yeah.
here. We need to get this.
Go finish it out strong.
Make
Hey,
that
House
real,
make
boy.
Hey,
real
can I ask though? Would
No,
that
we
be-
need
would
to
that
hit the
be con-
police.
Would that
Oh,
be
so is that why the police sitting outside?
would that be considered a hate crime?
Yes.
It's some
Yeah.
kind of crime.
No, the
Hey
police.
man, make real estate real, man. We got people out here pooping properties. I mean, buying properties, bro.
Oh my goodness, bruh. Wow. All right. Listen, man. Carl, what you got? Let them know, please.
Let me be serious. So we talk about leverage, man. Listen, there's platforms out there. First of all, you got this device in your hand, and there's platforms out there.
Yep.
If you into audio, like there's platforms that will just take your audio and literally create a wave, and you can just post that. If you're not sure how to write, listen, you can dictate. There's platforms out there. So I'm teaching you guys that whatever you're trying to do on social media, anything you're trying to create content-wise, there's platforms that you can leverage for little to nothing. A lot of them are free. CapCut. These are apps that you could just use with your phone and create amazing content. So for real, guys, no excuse. Y'all just need to go deeperthanthebrand.com, and we got y'all from there. We'll take care of everything you got, everything you're trying to do on content creation.
DeeperThanTheBrand.com. I love it, bruh. Mar, what we got? Make real estate real. What we got?
Yeah, man.
We're
Look,
doing a live. I heard rumors of maybe a new a live at some point, but
yeah, we thinking about it, man.
Okay.
We thinking
All
about
right.
getting people in person
Yep.
again.
Yep.
You know, we've been doing online, and we had thousands of people
Yeah.
come through online. But you know,
Yep.
people want that in person. They want to be in the room.
Jamaica
you know,
as well, right?
Oh
You
yeah,
got the
we
meetup.
Make Real Estate Real, Jamaica Family Reunion.
Yeah.
You know, go to makerealestatereal.com. You can see everything that we got on. It's open. We just leaving it open right now for a little while.
Yeah.
Not forever, but
Yeah.
for a little while.
Sure.
So man, if you one property away from getting that thing in life that's been holding you back.
Yeah.
You know, come on and learn how to leverage this thing called real estate.
Yep. You owe you. You still owe you. We need
Let me say that.
Come on now.
If you ain't got you owe you yet, I'm not trying to be funny. If you've not gone Amazon, wherever books are sold, Barnes and Nobles, if you haven't gone now, but you've listened to more than 5 podcasts for free.
Oh,
shame on you.
Not yet. Now you
Shame
also.
on
You got to
you.
deal with God.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, shame on you, bro, that you would go to a place and eat and not at least tip the place. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you eating there. I'm not asking people who not eating with us to bless us. But I'm saying you eating with us. You should be, it's like, and I'm tripping right now because like, yo, pre-order, it should be us 100,000 people that listen to the podcast. It should be 100,000 books purchased.
Well.
I'm just saying.
Well, you would think.
I'm just saying.
We ain't to that level yet.
I'm
so
saying.
some of y'all out there, you capping. So
Right,
go to ericthomas.com. In all seriousness, man, help us
No,
out. We
for
want to get
real.
E to the New York Times bestseller list.
And
with
this
our
is a way
people.
for you to help me make money without you having to do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you got to do is get a book, and you're putting us in a position to be able to, one, charge more, the celebrity to go up, more influence, more impact collectively. Like, it's not like we asking you to do it by yourself. If 100,000 of y'all just make a small $25 investment, you could put us in a position to be able to change the world. So, like, yeah, bro, stop.
And you definitely going to get more from the book than what you about to get.
$25, bro, I promise you.
Right. So go to ericthomas.com.
Yeah.
And also visit Habit Stacking.
I'm just gonna put that, since y'all taking the podcast Habit Stacking, like bump to 99 cents. You're gonna start giving it to them for free.
All right. Man, y'all got me nervous now. I'm like, is that her? I heard something outside by the trash can. Hey, we love y'all. We out of here. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself. All right, make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.